Willkommen zu einer weiteren Episode von Postmortem. Mit wem reden wir als nächstes? Was der Herr da unten? Sprechen wir den mal an.
I do not believe we have met.
Who might you find, Sir B? My name is Death. Pleasure to meet you, Death. I do not seem to recall your name on our guest list. Not that this poses a problem, of course. Our gala is open to the community, but pray tell, what walk of life might you be coming from? I am Death, and I come tonight to claim a life. Oh, good show. You certainly have quite the sense of humor. You have quite a sense of humor, sorry. I'm honored to have Death itself visit our humble charity event. I do hope you visit us for a charitable deposit and another withdrawal. Probably not. Well, that is a pity, but we make no judgment. A true gift comes from the heart, not the wallet, as some say. We hope the worthiness of our cause may await your opinion later in the night. Good evening, how may I help you? Okay. Let's talk about the conflict. I've spoken enough of that already. I would rather not spoil the mood further. Tonight is supposed to be about a bright future, not a painful past. Past doesn't always have to be painful. Oh, not at all. I'm just a little tired, that is all. Let's talk about something else. Okay. Tell me about yourself. Where do I start? Start at the beginning. Why, yes, I was born here in Antrim in 1833. My father was a proud founder of the Selden Glassware Inc. and a moderately successful business specializing in making glass dishes and ornaments. My mother has been quite the world traveler and part of many charity organizations, even despite being wheelchair bound. She passed away when I was still just a child. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Thank you. Oh, die andere Antwort ist ja gut, also noch kurz. Thank you, but it was a long time ago. I have to come to terms with it. After finishing school, my father employed me in a managerial position at his company. When he passed away and I moved into the CEO position, I quickly recognized a few, shall we say, shortcomings of my father's limited policies. It's only expected a new CEO should improve on the former's work. Indeed, and so I did. You see, while my father began his company through his love of making glassware, he failed to realize that the dish and the cookery market was only so big, but I noticed there was much more demand for glass manufacturing in a whole different industry, windowing. So you capitalize on a new market? Precisely. I revamped many of our plants into window glass manufacturing, met with a lot of powerful supplies, and the rest is history. Nowadays, Selden Glassware provides all forms of products, but it was this initial change that really pushed us forward. Fascinating. Indeed, albeit it was just the right man at the right place, following the simple current of business. After all, isn't the whole point of business to make money? Was wollen wir da sagen? Ja. What about providing goods and service for others, supporting the society? Is that not why we are gathered here tonight? A successful business does not preclude one from giving generously to their fellow man. Or perhaps you're getting rich at the cost of others. Die Antwort gefällt mir mehr. I see you do not look too fondly on us progressive folk, if that's how you feel. It's a shame most people of Galicia seem to share your ideas. Pray tell, are you familiar with the Autonom fire incident a few years back? No, can you explain? Shortly after Autonom opened the very first automobile factory in the country, it was destroyed in a fire set by a few angry individuals opposing the radical automotive industry changes and the upper class monopolization of it. It was a sad incident that showed us how irrational many so-called old ages can be. Wouldn't you agree? Yes, ja. Ja, schon, aber jetzt muss ich die Antwort zuerst raussuchen und ich will gehen. Genau. Perhaps the push was just too aggressive. Does Galicia even have roads suitable for such vehicles? Supply follows demand. If you have enough of automobiles produced and functional, all other necessities will follow accordingly. Der gefällt mir nicht, der Bill selten. Der ist schon mal auf der Liste zum... The automobiles can revolutionize the entire country. Not only personal transport, but any industry would benefit from faster and more efficient transfer of goods. If you could just rearrange some of the roads to suit the routes better... Ja, wobei, jetzt schon ein Punkt. Genau, but that would require potentially destroying houses and moving people from their homes. Well, yes, undoubtedly, but not without compensation. As new tools and ideas emerge, our lifestyle will adjust to them. In the end, das ist eine gute Antwort. But isn't it a big backwards? Shouldn't our inventions adapt to our lifestyle, not our lifestyle to our inventions? Das finde ich sehr, sehr gute Antwort. But if these inventions make life easier, more convenient and even cheaper, shouldn't we welcome them? So many people in Galicia seem to be stuck in the mindset that making improvements to our culture is somehow destroying it. Einen Schluck Wasser nehmen. So, was nehmen wir denn da? But enough of such changes and the culture is no longer what it used to be. Your heritage becomes lost. Mit dem stimme ich zu. The more we talk, the more I see or disagree with my beliefs and ideas. A set of fresh eyes is always a good feedback. Perhaps I need to think about some things. In any case, this has been great food for thought for me. I will braggingly admit I was recently honored to be invited by the New Age People of Peace Party to give a public speech for the new 5-point plan on their behalf. Ich muss mal den Zettel da durchlesen, wo alles draufsteht zu diesem 5-Punkte-Plan. Ich weiss noch nicht wirklich, ob ich den begrüßen soll, weil die anderen ja eigentlich den zu schlechtem Nutzen ziehen, aber nachdem ich mit ihr geredet habe, ist sie ein bisschen mehr davon überzeugt, dass sie das nicht wird machen. Ich glaube, wir gratulieren einfach mal. Why, thank you. I'm just happy some recognize the importance of business on Galicia's future. So what is the 5-point plan? Okay. You must really not be from here, huh? Well, welcome to Galicia anyway. My factories proudly offer great opportunities for skilled foreign hands. I'm afraid glassmaking isn't my life calling. Yes, but the 5-point plan. It is our Prime Minister's attempt to add a diplomatic solution to the turmoil, calls for cessation of violence and bringing of both new ages and old ages. Ja, okay, den kennen wir. Musst nicht weiterreden. Okay. I will talk to you later. Oh Mann, meine Stimme. Ich habe jetzt gerade das ist die dritte Episode, die ich nacheinander aufnehme und es ist schon anstrengend. Mit dir haben wir schon geredet. Haben wir mit dir schon geredet? Ich weiß es nicht. Wann nehmen wir das nächstes? Der Herr sieht noch wichtig aus. You, sir, tell me.
Should I bring you a glass?
Oh, Franz Kohl. Du bist Butler, okay. Dem seinen Anzug haben wir... Oh, fast das Glas, okay. Dem seinen Anzug haben wir gesehen, der ist doch so Frauengehör in die Küche. Da müssen wir schauen, dass wir dem seine Meinung auch noch ein bisschen ändern können. Ich sage einfach mal, ja, Messi. we have some fine oak casket aged whiskey and scotch, as well as the finest sparkling wine one will find at this end of Galicia. Das ist relativ egal, ich glaube ich gehe klassisch mit einem Whisky. Very well, here you go. Thank you. Something else I wanted to ask you. How may I be of service? Tell me about yourself. My name is Franz, and I'm your server extraordinaire for the night. What makes you extraordinary? I am prompt and efficient, making you feel like at home. Nay, better than at home. Thank you for your dedication. My pleasure. I understand the importance of proper respect and etiquette, as a waiter should. The term is server, sir. Server, waiter, what does it matter? You still do the same job. A waiter merely brings you food at a lodge house. A server, on the other hand, caters to all your needs at various events such as these. I see. In any case, I'm your server, and I'm sure my wealth of experience will reflect in my work. Indeed, you are a formidable server. Thank you. It took many years to learn that. You see, my parents and I never saw quite eye to eye. They had certain ideas for my future and money to secure it, but neither aligned with my interests. So I left Trento as soon as I came of age to pursue my own ventures. What did they want you to do? Manage a branch of local fisheries, eventually. After some schooling and hands-on training, that is. Why didn't you want to do that? While I do think I could make a formidable manager, fish are not a business I want to pursue. You may notice there's no seafood tonight, as per my suggestion to Mr. Selden. No caviar? Proudly not. After I left Trento, I worked odd jobs here and there. Let me tell you, when you work on your own, you will be surprised just how many people are waiting to exploit you for free labor. How did they try to exploit you? Working on your own offers a lot of freedom and challenge. I had to be constantly looking for new opportunities, trying to sell myself, smile when I was offered scraps. If I was offered those, that is. How hard was it to find new work? Not too hard for a man of my skill and growing experience, actually. Finding good work, on the other hand, that was hard. How so? I'm frågan lite zweit. It was the beginning of the economic boom. Cities forming, many rural folk migrating. In short, a lot of cheap labor, a lot of people wanting to get their foot in the door. Why pay someone if you can find 10 who will eagerly do it for free? That's terribly inhuman. Indeed, but what do they care? So we arrive at very problem with the New Age thinking. Their exploitative nature. Among other things, yes, but to me they're just exploitative, money-driven and liberal bigots. Okay. If you hate New Ages so much, why are you working at one of their galas? Well, I do tend to pick and choose the more fair ones, and I do respect Mr. Selden, but not many of the New Ages are like him. Did you know many of them also push for allowing women to take on the same jobs as men? More immediate labor empowerment, they say, but think of ramifications. How is female empowerment anything but good? Why? It puts natural balance completely out of the whack. Men are biologically built for harsh labor and physical strain, while women provide better emotional support and family care. It's what you will see in our history across many different cultures. Ich bin so dagegen. Was wählen wir für eine Antwort aus? You're so wrong, it hurts. Ja, aber so direkt wollen wir es ihm gerade noch nicht sagen. Ja, machen wir mal das 3. Nein, warte, nehmen wir gerade ein richtiges Beispiel. Just look at Ophelia Thatcher. She's far braver, driven and smart than many men. you do have a point. Think about it, I'm sure you'll see my reasoning is right. Perhaps I need to reconsider. In any case, things would certainly be different if I had some managerial say in them. Now, if only old ages could learn to use their brains as well. Don't they? The old ages, the other side of the coin. While I can understand their passion for the country and fighting against exploitation, it seems like all they ever do is whine and complain or blow things up. Or maybe they blow things about because whining and complaining didn't get their voice heard. Well, I've complained about my exploitative employers, but you don't see me setting up bombs at tonight's event. Then what do? Worked, proved myself, built reputation, and now I have more freedom to choose whom I work for. Okay, I guess you're a good example of the power of dialogue. Exactly. And yet they are like children. If they don't get their candy immediately, just stomp and hiss. Did you know I exactly receive pamphlets and letters trying to employ my convenient position at numerous big events from both new ages and old ages? They think a man is so easily bought. How did they try to employ you? Let someone through a back entrance smuggle a key, leave an unmarked package somewhere. Shady business I would rather not get involved in. It's good to see a man who stands by his virtues. Ha! Virtues be damned. The risk alone is $2,000 for the meager benefits of helping the cause and some scrap change. Wait, so you would actually do that if they paid you enough? To be honest, no, not really. As I said, I do not really believe in their ideas enough to get sucked into the propaganda, and the risk is just far too great either way. But if the risk was lesser? Perhaps if. Well, in any case, I'm afraid I should go cater to some other guests. Can come talk to me later if you still have other questions. Have a pleasurable night. Okay. Wenn ich jetzt das anschaue. Der Franz momentan, sorry Franz, du bist momentan sehr hoch oben bei den Leuten, die ich umbringen will. Auch wenn du nicht viel Einfluss hast, aber ich weiss nicht, du könntest irgendetwas Dummes tun in der Zukunft. Mr. Selden pro Old Ages Beliefs. Okay, da haben wir. Jetzt bin ich so pro Old Ages gesehen. Oh Mann, es wird schwer zum Entscheiden. Es bleibt spannend. Vielen Dank fürs Zuschauen und bis zum nächsten Mal. Postmortem. Tschüss zusammen.